The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I think they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and nailing the 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
And you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody set.
Oh, he's got some space.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Butler. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship, really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for space, gets stopped. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you just pound down the 3rd and 2nd?
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Watkins. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Tennessee!
It's just so nice to have a center who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Eaton. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads season. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Uncorks one. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To throw on first down off the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Yeah, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success, they run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down to the 26.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. looking downfield to throw. Quick strike complete. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down.
As a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time.
Making side adjustments here. He'll start this drive firing. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Snake gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Butler. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Butler. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Watkins. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the ball's racing to the line in the hurry up. And the offense just going to spike it here.
The ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws it in. It's Rutgers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
The Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Luck. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Ducks! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here is the Tennessee offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, what a cut! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Grab behind the line. It's Jefferson. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
The defense has got to have a plan for this guy. They knew coming in he was the go-to guy. This is the guy the quarterback was going to be looking for virtually on every big down and distance in this game, so they've got to find ways to try to slow him down.
Quarterback on the keeper. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The beatdown has ensued.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today.
Number 60. Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down. Turning it off! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. And the balls are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. That's caught. It's stolen. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. The quick out. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy
breaks into the open. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum?
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Davison. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
37, Tennessee, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Finds a tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches...
There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Let's go! got it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Sticks it in his back. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally. Okay, those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Moving away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grabbed near the marker is Garcia. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Number 42. And 1st down for the offense.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Finds us back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear there's only one really good team. It was them.